Have you ever dreamt of bending time to your will, of becoming a true time traveler? Well, believe it or not, you actually can. No DeLorean or complicated contraption required. There's a very special spot on Earth, a geographical marvel, where you can literally jump from today into tomorrow with just a step, or take a leap back into yesterday, experiencing a day you thought was gone forever. All it takes is crossing an invisible yet incredibly powerful line in the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. It's called the International Dateline, a name that hints at its global significance, and in many ways, it's the planet's official reset button, ensuring we all stay, mostly, on the same page, date-wise. This line isn't a physical barrier, not a wall or a border that you can touch. It's simply an agreement, a global understanding that keeps our calendars in sync and prevents utter chaos. Imagine, if you will, flying from the bustling metropolis of Japan all the way to the tropical paradise of Hawaii. You could leave on a Tuesday afternoon, say around 3 p.m., and land in beautiful Hawaii on a Tuesday morning, perhaps around 9 a.m., essentially reliving the same day twice, experiencing a temporal echo. It's a real-life do-over, a chance to experience a day again, and it's enough to make your brain do somersaults, questioning the very nature of time itself. The International Dateline is the ultimate conversation starter, a fascinating anomaly, a magic trick our planet performs every single day, right before our very eyes. So, get ready for an adventure. We're about to embark on a journey to explore this invisible line, this temporal boundary that elegantly divides today from the promise of tomorrow. We'll delve into the reasons why it's not a perfectly straight line, why some countries have strategically moved it to suit their own needs and interests, and precisely what happens to your perception of time when you dare to cross it. It's a story that intricately weaves together geography, international politics, and the fundamental human need to agree on a global scale on what time it actually is. This line is undeniably weird, undeniably wonderful, and ultimately makes our world a far more fascinating place. So, are you ready to embark on a journey through time itself? Let's dive right in and unravel its mysteries. Buckle up nice and tight. Our incredible journey across the boundaries of time officially starts now. Let's go explore the International Dateline. So, what exactly is the International Dateline? What purpose does it serve on our planet? Think of it as Earth's starting line, the grand reset button for a new day. It's where each day officially begins its journey around the world. It's an imaginary line, a human construct running from the North Pole to the South Pole, a vertical marker on our global map, and it travels mostly through the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. Cross it heading east, and you subtract a day, stepping back in time in a way, go west and you add a day, leaping forward into the future, at least on the calendar. It's the planet's midnight, marking the transition, but specifically for the date, not just the hour that ticks by. So why do we actually need it? What problem does it solve? Because Earth is round and constantly spins on its axis, creating the cycle of day and night. If you keep traveling in one direction, relentlessly moving, you'll eventually loop back to where you started, completing a full circle. Without a dateline firmly in place, your calendar would quickly get out of sync, creating chaos and confusion with everyone else's. The line is strategically placed, sitting at approximately 180 degrees longitude, directly opposite the prime meridian, which is located in Greenwich, London. The prime meridian serves as the starting point where we begin counting time zones across the globe, while the dateline is where we collectively reset the calendar, ensuring global synchronization. It's intentionally placed through the least populated areas of the Pacific, minimizing potential confusion for inhabitants. The International Dateline, despite its complexity, is a simple solution to a complex problem, a clever workaround. It's all about keeping our calendars straight and aligned on a constantly spinning planet, ensuring we're all on the same page, date-wise. It's not a physical thing you can see or touch, but its impact on our daily lives is undeniably real. Thanks to this crucial line, Monday in New York doesn't accidentally become Sunday in Sydney, preventing temporal mishaps. It's the unsung hero, the silent guardian of our global calendar, working tirelessly behind the scenes. Now, let's delve deeper and see how time zones, those carefully divided sections, make this all work in harmony. Before we unravel the mysteries of the dateline's quirky wiggles, let's first get acquainted with its indispensable companions' time zones. These zones are the unsung heroes of global coordination. Imagine you're tasked with planning a worldwide party, a simultaneous celebration spanning the entire globe. It quickly becomes clear that everyone can't exactly celebrate at the same hour, given the rising and setting of the sun. So, to bring order to the revelry, we divide the world into these neat vertical zones. In total, Earth is divided into 24 time zones. There's one for each hour it takes our planet to complete a single rotation. As the planet gracefully turns on its axis, different places gradually face the sun, experiencing the transition from night to day. It's daytime here, and nighttime there. Each time zone spans approximately 15 degrees of longitude and width, a carefully calculated measure. When you travel eastwards, time marches forward, getting later with each zone you cross. Conversely, as you journey west, time rewinds, becoming earlier. This intricate system finds its origin at the prime meridian, which passes through Greenwich, England. It's our designated 0 point, the reference from which all other time zones are calculated. Consequently, all other time zones are measured and expressed as the number of hours they are ahead or behind Coordinated Universal Time, or UTC. If you meticulously add up all those hourly differences, you'll arrive at a total of 24 hours, a complete day, a full circle around the clock. Now, here's where things get a little tricky. If you diligently keep adding hours as you venture eastward, relentlessly chasing the sunrise, you'll inevitably find yourself a full day ahead when you eventually circle back to your original starting point. And that's precisely why we need the International Dateline. It's essentially the reset button for our global calendar. It's the designated spot on Earth where we make the necessary calendar adjustments, ensuring that things don't spiral into chronological chaos. Without its crucial intervention, we'd all gradually find ourselves a day off from one another, leading to widespread confusion and scheduling nightmares. The Dateline, therefore, is the final, indispensable piece of our meticulously crafted global party plan, ensuring everyone celebrates in sync. But here's a question that often arises. Why isn't the International Dateline a perfectly straight line? Let's embark on a journey to uncover the reasons behind its peculiar zigzagging path. If the dateline is at 180 degrees longitude, why isn't it straight? Simple people. The line wiggles to avoid splitting countries and islands into different days. Imagine your town in Tuesday and your neighbor in Wednesday. Total chaos. To avoid this, the line bends around land masses. In the north, it zigs east to avoid splitting Siberia, then zags west to keep all of Alaska's Aleutian Islands on the same day. Even if some islands are technically on the wrong side, they follow Alaska's date for convenience. Further south, the line swerves around island nations like Kiribati, Samoa, and Tonga. Each bend has a story: trade, politics, or just making life easier. The dateline is a flexible guideline, not a rigid rule. It's a perfect example of how human needs shape our world. We bend the rules of time to fit our lives, not the other way around. It's a testament to cooperation and practicality. The line serves us, not the other way around. And sometimes countries move the line themselves. One of the biggest wiggles in the dateline? Kiribati. Kiribati is a nation of 33 islands spread across the Pacific. The dateline used to split the country, one side a day behind the other. In 1995, Kiribati moved the line so all its islands would share the same date. The eastern islands skipped a day, jumping from Thursday to Saturday, erasing Friday forever. The payoff? Kiribati's easternmost island became the first place on Earth to see the new millennium. They even renamed it Millennium Island and hosted the world's first sunrise of the year 2000. Tourists and journalists flocked there for the celebration. Kiribati turned a logistical headache into a global spotlight. The dateline isn't set in stone. Countries can change it. Sometimes the weirdest solutions are the best ones. Kiribati united its country in time and made history. It's proof that time is what we make it. And Kiribati isn't alone in bending time. Samoa played with the dateline too, but in the opposite direction. For over a century, Samoa was aligned with the US for business reasons, but by the 2000s, their main trading partners were Australia and New Zealand. Being a day behind made business tough, only 3 shared workdays a week. So, in 2011, Samoa jumped to the other side of the dateline. They went to bed on Thursday, December 29th, and woke up on Saturday, December 31st, skipping Friday entirely. Suddenly, they were in sync with their neighbors and gained a huge economic advantage. Meanwhile, nearby American Samoa stayed on the old side. Now, you can celebrate your birthday in Samoa, then hop to American Samoa and do it again, on the same day. It's confusing, but it works for them. Time is flexible, and countries can change it to fit their needs. The dateline is a tool, not a rule. It's all about what works best for the people living there. Even in the far north, the line bends for practicality. Let's head north to Alaska's Aleutian Islands, a place where time gets weird. The Aleutians stretch so far west, some islands cross the 180-degree meridian, technically putting them in the eastern hemisphere. If they followed geography, some islands would be a day ahead of the rest of Alaska. That would make life impossible. Imagine neighbors living in different days. So the dateline bends to keep all the Aleutians and Alaska on the same calendar day. The westernmost islands are among the last to see sunset, but start the day early by longitude. It's a paradox, living in yesterday by American time, but tomorrow by geography. This bend keeps Alaska connected for business, government, and daily life. It's a small detail with a big impact. The dateline adapts to human needs, not just geography. Our system of time is a human invention, designed to make life simpler. But what's it like to actually cross the line? Crossing the dateline is a mind-bending experience. Fly from the US to Asia and you lose a day Monday evening takeoff, Wednesday morning landing. Tuesday vanishes. Go the other way and you gain a day leave Sydney Sunday morning. Arrive in Los Angeles the same Sunday morning. It's the ultimate time travel trick, live the same day twice. Sailors and pilots call it Dateline Day, and some even hold ceremonies to mark the crossing. People plan trips to celebrate New Year's Eve twice, once in Sydney, then again in Hawaii. This time warp has inspired stories, like Jules Verne's Around the World in 80 Days, where the hero wins his bet thanks to the dateline. Keeping track of the date is more important than you think, especially when you're racing the clock. The dateline makes global travel and timekeeping possible. It's a reminder that time is both real and a little bit magical. The next time you cross it, remember you're a time traveler, if only for a day. But what if the line was straight? Let's imagine the chaos. What if the international dateline was perfectly straight, or didn't exist at all? It would slice through countries and islands, forcing neighbors into different days. Imagine changing your calendar every time you cross the street. Without a dateline, global timekeeping would fall apart. Travelers would end up a day off from everyone else. International business, travel, and communication would be a nightmare. The dateline may look odd on a map, but it's a brilliantly simple solution to a complex problem. It's a symbol of human cooperation, knowing when to bend the rules. Sometimes the best systems are the ones that adapt. So next time you see that wiggly line, appreciate the order it brings to our world. Without it, we'd all be lost in time. The dateline keeps us connected no matter where or when we are. And that's the magic of the international dateline.